Hello and welcome. I want to share something with you which God has recently revealed to me while I was reading in 1 Corinthians 14. 1 Corinthians 14, 37 to 38. If any man think himself to be a prophet or spiritual, let him acknowledge that the things that I write unto you are the commandments of the Lord. But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant. In this chapter, it speaks about prophecy in tongues and orderly worship. Sadly enough, there are many churches who do not adhere to what is written in this chapter. There is no order in their worship when they come together. And they do not want to accept what stands written here in this chapter, whether it refers to how we should worship or whether it refers to the role of the woman in the church and how she's to conduct herself in church. Let's read what stands here in the Word of God. I'm going to start reading from verse 26. How is it then, brethren? When ye come together, every one of you hath a psalm, hath a doctrine, hath a tongue, hath a revelation, hath an interpretation. Let all things be done unto edifying. If any man speak in an unknown tongue, let it be by two, or at the most by three, and that by course, and let one interpret. But if there be no interpreter, let him keep silence in the church, and let him speak to himself and to God. Let the prophet speak 2 or 3, and let the other judge. If anything be revealed to another that sitteth by, let the first hold his peace. For ye may all prophesy one by one, that all may learn, and all may be comforted. And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. For God is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. Let your women keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home, for it is a shame for women to speak in the church. What? Came the word of God out from you, or came it unto you only? If any man think himself to be a prophet or spiritual, let him acknowledge that the things that I write unto you are the commandments of the Lord. But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant. Wherefore, brethren, covet to prophesy, and forbid not to speak with tongues. Let all things be done decently and in order. Now, we see here in a part of this chapter, I've only read from verse 26 to verse 40, that there is an order how things are to be done. Unfortunately, I've had the experience, having had the opportunity to be in different denominations in different countries, that in all the churches in which I have been, it has not been practiced like this. The order that it refers to here, specifically starting from verse 26, it says that there is one who has